Katy Perry. The name itself truly conjures images of vibrant colors, infectious pop anthems, and an undeniable flair for the dramatic. From her early days as a gospel singer to her meteoric rise as a global pop superstar, Katy Hudson's transformation into Katy Perry was marked by a deliberate embrace of provocative imagery and boundary-pushing themes. Her music videos, in particular, have consistently served as a visual diary of her evolution, often sparking debate, delight, and sometimes outright controversy. The question always lingers: did she push the limits too far? Her arrival on the mainstream scene in 2008 was nothing short of an explosion. With I Kissed a Girl, Katy Perry didn't just sing about a forbidden fantasy, she visually embodied it. The video, a playful, yet undeniably risque depiction of a slumber party complete with lingerie, suggestive glances, and the titular kiss, immediately positioned her as a pop provocateur. It challenged social norms, titillated audiences, and drew significant criticism from conservative groups, who deemed it inappropriate and even exploitative. Yet, it became a massive hit, signaling that Katy Perry was not afraid to court controversy in the name of artistic expression, and perhaps, a shrewd understanding of pop culture's appetite for sensation. This was just the beginning. Following up on that audacious debut, 2010's California Girls solidified her candy-coated, overtly sexualized aesthetic. The video transformed her into a saccharine siren reigning over a fantastical, edible landscape. While seemingly whimsical, the imagery, featuring whipped cream bras, giant lollipops, and a cast of scantily clad dancers, was a clear, direct nod to objectification and a playful embrace of her sex symbol status. It was bright, bold, and undeniably catchy, but it also reinforced a very specific, hyperfeminine, and often sexualized image that some argued bordered on caricature. Katy seemed to revel in the spectacle, understanding that visual shock value was a powerful tool in the crowded pop landscape. As her career progressed, Katy Perry continued to experiment with diverse visual narratives. E.T. in 2011 showcased a darker, more surreal side, transforming her into an otherworldly being in a desolate landscape, exploring themes of alien love and transformation. While less overtly sexual, its intense, gothic aesthetic and the implied intimacy with a non-human entity were visually arresting and a departure from her previous work. Then came Dark Horse in 2013, a visually opulent video set in ancient Egypt. While stunning, it ignited a fierce debate over cultural appropriation and religious insensitivity. One scene, depicting a man wearing an Allah pendant being disintegrated into sand, drew widespread condemnation, and led to the video being edited to remove the controversial imagery. This incident highlighted the fine line between artistic homage and appropriation, clearly demonstrating the potential for her visual choices to offend and spark global outrage. But perhaps no video pushed the boundaries as explicitly, or controversially, as 2017's Bon Appetit. This video plunged viewers into a surreal, grotesque culinary nightmare. Katy Perry is depicted as a piece of meat, kneaded, seasoned, boiled, and prepared by chefs before being served to wealthy diners. The cannibalistic undertones were undeniable, and the imagery of her being physically manipulated and consumed was graphic and disturbing to many. While intended as a metaphor for objectification and consumption in the music industry, its literal depiction was shocking. It prompted discussions about whether the video glorified violence against women, or if it was a powerful, albeit extreme, feminist statement. The critical reception was deeply divided, with some praising its audaciousness, and others condemning it as gratuitous and unsettling, a step too far in her pursuit of shock. In the wake of Bon Appetit, Katy Perry continued to explore social commentary with Chained to the Rhythm, a dystopian theme park critique of consumerism and political apathy. While visually striking, it traded explicit shock for a more nuanced, thought-provoking narrative. Her later videos, like Daisies in 2020, took a turn towards vulnerability and natural beauty, revealing her pregnancy amidst breathtaking landscapes, a stark contrast to the highly stylized and often provocative visuals of her past. So, did Katy Perry push the limits too far? From the playful provocation of I Kissed a Girl to the unsettling metaphors of Bon Appetit, her career has been a masterclass in using visual media to challenge, entertain, and occasionally, disturb. Each video, whether celebrated or condemned, contributed to her narrative as an artist unafraid to explore the edges of pop culture. She consistently leveraged shock value not just for attention, but often to articulate broader themes, from female empowerment to societal critique. While some moments undeniably crossed into territory that made many uncomfortable, it's precisely this daring willingness to experiment and provoke that cemented her status as a truly unforgettable pop icon. Her music videos aren't just accompaniments to her songs. They are standalone artistic statements, each a bold stroke in the vibrant, sometimes controversial, tapestry of Katy Perry's extraordinary career.